We have here our first demo for our second lesson, and it says write a program that reads an integer between 0 and 999 and adds all the digits in the integer. For example, if an integer is 932, the sum of all its digits is 14. You can use the double division and the modulus for this. I don't actually remember what this is called, so we're going to go with double division, okay? I'm pretty sure it's called floor division. And what does this mean? What does this do? So in Python, we have these two functions over here, and we have math functions, which you guys can look up and you guys need to memorize. They also do, I think, have a page of reminders at the end of an exam usually. But this two brackets mean that it's doing floor division, right? So for example, if I had 31 floor division by 2, for example, then it's going to tell me 15. Okay, it gives me just the plain number. It's as if it's taking the remainder and the actual division. It's kind of like long division. You know how you put the remainder up there and yada, yada, yada? That's what this does. Now, if I did 31 modulus, I'm going to do a little bit more spaces, 31 modulus 2, it will give me 1 because that gives me the remainder. Now, why is this important? Because when we go to write our code, which I just noticed I don't have my tablet set up, but when we go to write our code, then we will need to be able to use this to figure out what number is written where. We can't just be like, hey, add 9, add 3, add 2, and I'm going to show you guys why. When we write code, part of the reason that we write code is to make it, I guess, universal. Something that we can use over and over and over and over and over again, right? So when I set up this code, and you're going to start off with your name, the date, just, good habits. When I write this code, I'm going to say x is equal to 932. Why? Why would I do that? Why wouldn't I just be like, okay, 932 floor divided by, I don't know, 100 or something, blah, 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 blah. Why wouldn't I do that? Well, because we want this code to be universal. Part of the way that we make this code universal is that we make it easy to change variables. So I could easily be like, actually, you know what? I don't actually want 932. I actually wanted 234. Okay, that's just what came out, guys. I know I was saying 900, but that's what came out. So it has to be universal. And that's why you will see that in a lot of examples and a lot of people that code, you will see that they set as many things as possible as variables so that you can change it as you go and you could try out for different values. Okay, now for this case, we're going to leave it as 932. Now, what's the first thing that we're going to do? We're going to divide 932 by 100. So we're going to do x floor division by 100. Why would I do floor division? Because I do not want, if I were to divide this by 100, what would I get? I'm going to put it in a different color. I'd get 9.32. Right? Because this just moves two places, 9.32. I don't want that. What am I supposed to do with the 0.32? I just want the 9. So if I floor divide by 100, right? But how are we going to use this? Again? So we can set variable names here, okay? So because it's from 0 to 999, we know that it's not going to surpass 100, the 100th place. So we're going to set this equal to hundreds. Hundreds is equal to x divided by 100, okay? And this should, I'm going to put it on the side, should equal 9. I'm not liking that color. I feel like it's too similar to all our other colors. So I'm going to do a different color. I'm going to do like a green. I don't know. Press, please. Okay, let's do this green. Should equal 9. Now, let's divide by tens because, this is our base, okay? Tens is equal to x floor divided by 10. And this should equal what? What should this equal? Should this equal 3? As it is, no. As it is, it won't equal 3. Because remember, our x value is still equal to 932. We need to reset that. Remember how I said in our lesson that x can equal multiple different things in one code? And yes, it's confusing. I know. So we're going to have to set a new value for x. X is going to equal x modulus 100. So it's going to equal the remainder after we floor divide it by 100, which will be 32. And so now we can do tens, the floor divided by 10, and then our remainder will be 2. So now, yes, this will give us a 3. It's not going to erase it, is it? Oh well. Okay, it's going to give us a 3. And then we have to do the same. X is now going to equal to x modulus 10. So let's do it for the ones. Is equal to x modulus 1. You could even, actually, ones is just equal to x at this point. You could do it this way, but if you sit there and think about it, this right here, if you were to floor divide, this is going to equal 2, right? Because 32, you remove the 3, because that's part of the tens now. You're left with only 2. So x is now equal to 2. So you don't even need this last line. This last line, it's useless. But you can still add it if that's the way that you guys think. Just don't go into coding. That's my only suggestion to you guys. If you guys are going to keep writing the extra line of code, just budget time for it. So, see, I was even going to write the extra line of code, but then I stopped myself. Okay. And then what do we do here? We do total is equal to x plus tens plus hundreds. And that should give us, if we did the math correctly, 14. Now we're going to go ahead and plug that into idle, which I will go pause the video for that so you guys don't have to bear through it. Alright, we are back. I typed it all up. This is how our code should look like. Very tiny, very nice, very short. I had to stop myself from saying cutesy. And then we run module and it should give us the number 14, and there we are. I just want to note that I did add this extra line of code. The function does not ask for it. I added this extra line of code because it shows us what the total is. This total is still equal to 14. This extra line of code just prints it. Cool? And that is how you would do this specific prompt. It's on a little bit of the easier side, I'm not going to lie. If you can do this, then you're set in maths. And remember, if you can skip out on a line of code, if you can skip out on writing print twice, do it. It saves you time, it saves you effort, it saves you finger cramping. So do it. I'm thinking of uploading a second demo for this specific lesson. If you guys have any specific questions, leave them in the comment section. I will go through them. If you guys do not know me personally, then the comment section is your best bet. If you do know me personally, then go ahead and send me a message. Otherwise, good luck.